Hi there! Hot on the heels of my previous video, I would like to do a Barbie doll exposition video. I'd like to show you what dolls I have. So this is my main display. I'll start on the top right. First of all, I have Promenade in the Park Barbie from 1997, and she is from the 1910s. She has a beautiful period costume, and I am very much into historic dress, so I am very drawn to these historic costumed dolls. Just move her out of the way a bit. Okay, on to the next one. This here girl is one that I made up myself. She is the Tessa Virtue figure skater, or ice dancer, I suppose. And I carefully selected her for her very typical and average Canadian looks. She is my Canadian Barbie. And she is dressed in a toque. She doesn't have a pom-pom on the top because, well, A, I couldn't find one with a pom-pom, and B, it's so tall on her as is that it's fine. And not all toques have pom-poms. So she's got her lumberjack shirt and her jeans and her brown hiking boots. So she is Miss Canada. Next to her, we have the Park Ranger Barbie. And I was a park attendant myself, and she reminds me very much of my previous job, which I loved. I loved that job. And so that's why I had to have this doll, because she looked so much like me in my uniform. And behind there is, oh, what's his name? Jasper from Twilight. Just turn the light off. And there. Maybe that's better. Oh, then you see me. All right. Jasper is a super plus awesome doll. Look at how cool his face is. And his little shirt with buttons. Anyway, I was thrilled when I got him out of the box. He was totally worth whatever I paid for him. I think it was 80 or 90 bucks. Next is the Winter in New York doll, which I got to commemorate my trips to New York, ill-fated though they were. That was a poignant time in my life, and this represents me going on my first solo travels to a foreign place and walking around New York in my I had a long blue military-style double-breasted coat, which is very similar to this. It didn't have fur and it was longer, but very similar. Next, because I am a space enthusiast, so I got this beautiful Evening Star Princess from 2000. And she stands front and center, top shelf, and she's gorgeous. I just love her. Every look at the belt and her long flowing Milky Way of hair is just spectacular. So I'm very thrilled to have her. Next, because when I was a little girl, one of the things I wanted to be was an astronaut. And here we have the most Barbie astronaut Barbie. There are many different astronaut Barbies, but I like this one because it comes in an authentic looking spacesuit. And that is from 1994. Next is a Barbie extra. I got her to be a body swap for her, but I ended up not liking it swapped, so I swapped her back, and she just hangs out. She's got her little blue cat with the sunglasses. And I named her Mercedes because she's sort of a hip-hop kind of chick, but she's wearing Argyle. Next we have my Winter Princess doll. She's called Winter Evening. Oops. She's from 1998. She's beautiful, and she reminds me of when my best friend Kathy and I, when we were little girls and we would walk around in the woods And in the winter time, we would describe to each other the dress that we imagined we were wearing. So that's what this reminds me of. And her, I also bought as a body swap and ended up not swapping. This is the Made to Move Asian doll. And she has a little outfit that I bought for her on. And she's pretty cute and cool. And I just love her just the way she is. So she gets a change of clothes now and then. And a change of position, pose. And she's loads of fun. Next is Pilgrim Barbie from 1994. And why did I get her? Because I love her outfit, her historic Pilgrim Pioneer outfit from the 1500s. Is it 15 or no, 1600s? Oops, not very good fashion historian. Well, it's been a while. But so when I got her, she was musty and mildewy, and so I had to take her out of the box and bleach her and thoroughly wash her in baking soda and everything. And all of her white parts of her costume I soaked in baking soda, not bleach because I didn't want to damage it. And she's all freshened up and she's lovely, and I love her shoulder length brown hair. And she has such a friendly face. Next, this one is one of the ones I bought a long time ago. I actually bought her off the shelf in 2007. I put the year on each one to remind me, kind of like for research, I suppose, education. And I liked her because she looked like Xena Warrior Princess. But she's also just so amazing because, of course, when I was a kid, Barbies looked like this. And now Barbies look like this. And I was so overcome by how awesome that is as an adult. I just didn't care what anybody thought and overcame my fear of being judged and just bought her. I was a mom. I didn't care. I had to have this cool, cool doll. Next to her, I bought her recently. She's from 1987. And I bought her because she's so sparkly and white and snowflakey. Isn't she lovely? And I got her for a fairly good deal, and she was local. She wasn't very far away. She came here in a couple of days. And I'm really glad I got her too. Next, 1990, the Air Force Barbie. Now I have a thing with flying, and I'm interested in any Barbie that has anything to do with flying. And she flies fighter jets, and I like her cargo pants. It's actually a boiler suit, I think, or whatever you call that, and a bomber jacket and her little scarf. And she's got this short ash blonde bouffant. It's quite crazily high, but I liked her anyway because she's so practical looking, and she looks like real life. Next, a witch Barbie. What could be better than a witch Barbie? I was so amazed when I found the first witch Barbie I'd ever seen, which was the Bewitched Barbie from the TV show. And I still don't have her, and I still want her. I bought this one from 2008. She's called Trick or Chic. And I really like her dress. I leave them in the boxes because they're good for display that way. And I don't want to decrease their value, obviously. Some of them I do take out, though, for whatever reason. He came used. He is Cali Guy Blaine, and he is the most gorgeous Ken I have ever seen. And I bought him because he's gorgeous. So there. He's wearing his original wetsuit top. The pants are not original. They're quite old and decrepit, but they still look cool. I got the shoes for him. What year is he? I can't remember. Probably 90s or noughties. Behind there we have the lovely Valentine Sweetheart Barbie from 1995. She's a bit dark in there, but she's very platinum blonde, and she has the sweetest face. And she's one of my favorites. And I did take her out and display her for a while, but I was afraid of her getting dust and ash on her, so I put her back in her box. Her box is a bit bent, so I also squashed it in there so as to try and put it back in shape. And she has a short little dress. I had a a friendship Barbie as a kid who also had a white and red dress with hearts on it. So she reminds me of that. She was one of my favorites. And here we have the working office man, Ken. And he's Night and Day Ken. Night and Day Ken from 1984. He's my oldest one, I think. And he's really great. He goes to work like a good daddy should and brings home the bacon to support his family. And that's the kind of husband I would want and didn't get. So I got a Ken instead. And here, ooh, hello, handsome. This, I named him Daryl. He reminds me of my last boyfriend who had a similar name, but I won't say. And he's a beach dude. And he's wearing his pants. He doesn't have much articulation, but I bought him because he has long hair, and that was an unheard of thing when I was a kid, a Ken with long hair, unheard of. So I love that. This guy, he is one of the new signature dolls. I got him new on Walmart, and he, being in the back there doesn't do him justice. He is super awesome, and he has such, oh, and she's getting a preview. He has such incredible articulation. Look how gorgeous he is. And he has the sides of his hair pulled back, and his hair is really soft, and he moves in every way possible. I bought, these are actually, the pants are from a different suit from the jacket. I bought those separate. I bought two suits separately, and I put these two together. I just sort of mix it up now and then. He's wearing some really cool combat boots. They're very soft too, like almost like leather. I don't move him much, but he can certainly be posed any way I like. And then this lady here, she's just chilling on her couch. I got for her for $25. I bought her as a used home dyed hair doll on a clone body. And I just finally found the right body for her, and so she got her best body. Now she's got a made to move body from the Pink Pants doll that matches her. She is 2001 Chic, I believe. She's Chic, I think it was 2001. But anyway, I love her, and I named her Eleanor. That's Eleanor. She reminds me of me. Next is one of the new dolls. The first petite doll I ever got. The only petite doll I have, because we didn't have petite dolls when I was a kid. And I think she's sweet, and she's so happy looking. Isn't she cute? Everybody loves her, I'm sure. And she's got these funky 60s pants. Next is, I call her Cloud Girl. She is a current fashionista, number 185. And I like that she's tall. I don't know if she is a really, like a real tall body doll, but I just like her. Her dress is a little shorter than it should have been. I think it was supposed to be a little longer. I might make her a little white lace skirt to put under that just to give her a little more coverage. But I do like her very much. And she was cheap. She was like $11. They're so cheap when they're new. And she is a scientist, and science is something I love and might have pursued had my life gone a different direction. So she represents the scientist in me. Got her new as well for like $14. Next, Army Barbie. She's like Marilyn Monroe in an officer's uniform. Isn't she gorgeous? I got her, well, she's sort of a connection to Duran Duran for me because they dress influenced by that style. Yeah, Army Barbie from 1989. And 1987, RCMP Canadian Barbie. Yay! See how cute she is. She's especially cute out of the box. Unfortunately, the plastic is a little warped. I don't remember if it came that way or if I was trying to straighten the box with steam and might have melted the plastic. But she is very nice as well. And I got her because she's Canadian, of course. And she came out, interestingly enough, 1987 was 3 years before women were allowed to be RCMP officers. So it made me wonder whether the RCMP decided to include women partly because of Barbie. Maybe. Next Oh, I might as well go over here. Dutch Barbie from 1993. And I bought her because she was a good deal and just because I like her. I don't have any Dutch heritage, but I just like her. Next, Swedish Barbie from 1999 because she's gorgeous. And she comes in this lovely sweet box, of course, along with Polish Barbie. I do have Scandinavian ancestry. So there she is in her lovely folk outfit. I love folk dress. She is from 1997, from Poland. And she's gorgeous. Look how gorgeous that face is. I love that they made their hair thinner in more recent times, because when I was a kid, of course, Barbie had huge braids, like inhuman braid size. And now they're making them not quite realistic, but a lot better. She also looks like a cloth doll that I made as an adult to sell. I used to make a line of folk costume and historic cloth dolls to sell. And the German one. Most of my ancestry is German. The Scandinavian part comes from my German part. This doll I also bought back in 1994. This is the oldest one that I bought for myself off the shelf. Way back in 1994 when it was really uncool to buy Barbies. I bought her anyway because she's German and she's wearing a dirndl dress. How could I not? Next, on the other side of my living room, we will see, here I have my Dorothy doll. I believe she's the 1996. And I bought her because I think she looks most like Dorothy. She looks more like Judy Garland as Dorothy than the Judy Garland doll does. That's probably debatable, but my intention with her was to use her in the 1998, or is it 6, box with the cotton cloth dress. So I was going to swap their bodies. I've received that one in the mail, but I haven't opened it yet. And here I have So Excellent Earrings Cali Girl from 2004. And I got her because of her awesome hair. You can see how streaked it is. I was looking for a Barbie that had hair like mine. And this is not quite, but, you know, so I keep buying them and seeing. But I like this hair. I could totally take this doll into the salon and say, can you make my hair like this? And she has her original outfit. The only thing I'm missing is the belt. I bought her used. She's wearing platform shoes. So those two get the privilege of being in the display case. And up behind here I have my horse riding doll. She's called Winner's Circle. And she is the upper class equestrian type of lady with her fox hunting jacket and her little skirt and her boots and red hair. I think she's great. I like her very much. I got her from a lady. She's 96. I have lots of 90s ones. From a lady who was selling off her mother's Barbie collection, and it meant a lot to her that the doll went to someone who would appreciate it. So that's special. I'm very pleased to do that for someone. And this is also a made-to-move girl. I didn't buy her as a body swap. I bought her because I wanted her, because she's got red hair. And she's wearing a Barbie Fashions that I bought used locally, which look very cool on her. Very cool. Indeed. Over here I have another recent fashionista, which I could have got from Walmart for $17 and accidentally bought on eBay for $36. Oops. And she is wearing a United Colors of Benetton outfit from a much earlier time. I got her because of her gorgeous face. Isn't that beautiful? And her light brown hair is so nice. And this one is also, well, she's a fashionista from 2019. I got her also because of her gorgeous face. and her lovely dark blonde braids. And she's wearing an outfit I chose for her that I bought separately. Except for the pants. She came with these pants. This I got. She's a new one. She's Fashionista 201 from 2022. I got her at Walmart as well. Super cheap, but isn't she gorgeous? She's so pretty. You can see how much I love my dolls. Up here, I have the Patriot Barbie. I got this in honor of discovering just how far back part of my ancestry goes in America, in the USA. They go back and they're still there, and I kept looking for, well, what the heck, what country did you come from? And they just keep being born in the USA, back and back and back into the centuries. So I got the Patriot Barbie because clearly there's a lot of American in me. And she's gorgeous. Look at that outfit. What a wonderful outfit. And this one here is one of my absolute favorites. She is called Horse Lovin' Barbie, and she's quite rare. She is a Canadian purple-eyed doll from 2002. This is not her outfit. I knitted the sweater for her. And I bought her some horse pants from eBay, and the top is a little vest I found at my local thrift store. I also got her this pink equestrian jacket, but it doesn't look very good. Back here I have Little Debbie version 2. And I bought her because of her unusual hair color, light golden brown, and her pretty gingham outfit. I haven't had her out of the box. I just put the saran wrap over her to keep the dust out. And of course, our favorite witch, Professor McGonagall. Now, her outfit is not how it came. This robe was attached to a false front of a dress. So I made the dress out of some velour because it flowed best of all the black fabrics that I have, and I had to separate the sleeves from the side seam as well because that was all sewn into one and it was quite ridiculous. So it's all fixed now, and I took down her bun as well. See how cool she is? She's so suave and smart. And she has also a dark graying hair color, which is actually probably the closest to my hair color right now at this point in my life. She's gorgeous. Go Minerva. Love a good witch. So I get to see her all the time. And she's got these great boots. Look at those boots. So awesome. Right. Just straightening her out. Here I have Grandma Heart. I just opened her up yesterday and cleaned her up. She hasn't got a stand yet. I just put her in this dress as being the most suitable thing I had for her. This is a Magic Curls dress, one of my original dresses from the 80s. It fits her like a glove, of course, because she has the same figure. And I bought her for her hair, but it turned out that it's not graying at all. I wanted Barbies with graying hair, and it's just dark blonde, which I don't have many dolls with dark blonde hair, so I guess that's reason enough to have her. She's not Barbie, of course. She's Heart family. Oops, but she's also Mattel. So there's her. She's from 86, I think. She's quite collectible. Next to her is Salon Surprise Teresa, and I bought her for her hair color as well, which is a dark ash blonde, kind of a grayish level 7. Level 7 is very unusual to find for Barbies, and her hair does match mine actually. totally does. This is also one of my old dresses. So that's why they're standing next to each other, because they're both wearing my old Barbie dresses from childhood. And she's one of my favorites. I love her. She has such soft hair. She also has blue in her hair, but the blue disappears if she gets warm. And then it looks more like my hair, because of course I don't have blue in my hair. Over here, Barbie Look. She is one of the most expensive ones I have. And I saved up and waited about 2 months to buy her. She was $120. And she's stunning, of course. I call her Heidi. She represents what I might have been had I become what my mother wanted me to be. She's my Vancouver girl. Next to her we have Valentine's Sweetheart, I think she's called. No, she's called Fair Valentine. And I bought her because of her wonderful 18th century outfit. Look at that. She's so rococo. Love it. Look at that sweet face. And she has this wonderful, not a diorama, but a display box, which is just lovely to have out. And I would have more of that showing, but I've got so many now that they need to go somewhere. So she goes here. She's a Barbie extra. I didn't like her style. I got her nude though. I got her to be a body swap and then I didn't swap her. But I got her a cute waitress dress to wear and I straightened her hair out some and it's really soft now and it's very long. And I bought her these shoes specially to match. Okay, carrying on. Over here. This one, isn't that stunning? I love this one too. Of course I do. I love all of them. 2002. She is the January Garnet birthstone doll. Like, I don't have a January birthday, but I got her because I had a dress quite similar to this when I was 19. And it reminds me of that. How elegant and glamorous I can be. And I still have that dress. Hee. The bedroom. In here I have this little display. This is sort of my dresser, but those are the dolls I haven't opened yet. There's 3 there. I take my time. Oh, hello, Coco. Okay, here we have Simply Charming in her bright green frilly cocktail dress. Would you call that brunch or tea out? She's a Southern belle, and look at her sideways glance. And she's so pretty. Look at that curly hair. And she came in a lovely box as well, and she's a beautiful display. Here I have a nice pair, a prince and princess. She's one of the first ones that I got, Sleeping Beauty. I bought her for myself because I would have wanted that so bad as a little girl, and when I opened up the box, the way the seller had wrapped it, it was just like it was my 12th birthday all over again. And I almost tear up when I think of it. How beautiful she is, and what a dream she is. And her handsome prince. Don't we all wish for a handsome prince? Hello, blue eyes. Over here, the Irish princess. And I bought her to honor that I discovered my own Irish, part Irish ancestry. Yes, I've been doing some family tree. And I used to think I had Irish in me, and then I thought it was a mistake. It was Welsh, not Irish. Now I found out it is both. So I needed to have an Irish Barbie. And look at that beautiful hair that she has and her lovely green eyes and sideways glance as well. And next to her is the lovely Princess of Holland. Look at all the detail. Look at the lace and the brocade. They are so wonderful. I don't regret any of them. Now over here, I have the NASCAR Barbie from 2006. and I got her because of her rad modern ensemble, and also because my little boy loved cars. And I got this one because I think she would like this doll. I don't think she knows I have this one yet. And here we have the Renaissance Princess, and I bought her because I love her dress. She's Italian. I have zero Italian in me, but so much of the Renaissance happened there, you know, and I love Italian Renaissance art. Da Vinci and Botticelli. That's how I wanted to paint. Next, another Canadian. Of course, I gotta have something that represents where I live. And this is the Hudson's Bay Stripes doll. And yes, she represents very well Canadians and our love of the outdoors, many of us anyway. This here is one of my cloth dolls, one of the early ones that I made. She's Pioneer and she reminds me of myself, so I couldn't sell her. Then on top of my wardrobe, I have the Pink Ribbon Barbie. This is a cancer raising doll, raise money for cancer doll. And look at her gorgeous face. I mean, so beautiful. And what a beautiful dress. I bought it because it's gorgeous, and I realized later it reminds me of the dress I wore to my mother's wedding. Next, a bride Barbie. I spent quite a bit of time picking out which bride Barbies I liked best and what I would have worn had I been allowed to have a wedding gown and to have a wedding. And this is maybe something I might choose. I think this is stunning. It's understated and it's elegant, but it's not plain. Not too simple. Traditional. And she also has a strawberry blonde or light red hair. And she's really lovely with her earrings and everything. And this one I got to commemorate my son getting a new birth certificate. It says he's a girl. I have a daughter now. It's a girl. She got a new birth certificate. She's a girl now. My honey. What a cute doll too. And she's holding a bunny. Over here. Oh yes. This is also one of my most expensive and most favorite dolls is Glinda, of course. From 2012, and she's frickin' stunning. I never would take her out of the box, even though she's articulated and everything. And Then over here in the dining room, which is actually more of a puzzle room, I have my pilot doll. I call her Carlotta. Isn't she awesome? She's savvy and sexy and suave and smart. And she flies a 747. And she's wearing a pilot's outfit, and she's from 1999. And my George Washington, isn't she cool? She is so cool! I mean, you don't even need words. Just look at that outfit. She's wearing breeches. There's bows on the breeches. Historic shoes. There's a real feather on her hat. I am so thrilled with this one. And here, da-da-da-dum, my fairy Barbie. Blue fairy. Oh my god. I love these dolls so much. Look how glittery. She's wonderful. I am thrilled to own her. And Marilyn. Marilyn Monroe. I mean, what would you would, one of the first things you'd think a Barbie should be is Marilyn Monroe. She's stunning. There is a bit of a bleach mark on her front, but oh well. I didn't know that before I got her. She's still stunning. Look at the jewelry. And it sparkles. Carrying on. My Elizabeth Taylor bride. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the details. I am so spoiled. I am so lucky to own these dolls. Like, I sometimes struggle with deserving. I feel like I don't deserve all this gorgeousness. What did I do to deserve this? But yet here they are, being beautiful and detailed and amazing. And I just got to accept it. I somehow I had the money. And here they are. Oh my Lord. Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts! I drew an outfit so much like this when I was a little girl. So much like this, with the gold and the red and the black. And now I have a Barbie of it. I would have flipped had I seen this when I was a little girl. Would have been over the moon. So back to the Wizard of Oz theme. None of the Wicked Witch Barbies satisfied what I thought it should be. But Mattel has this porcelain line of dolls called Timeless Treasures, and this is what I thought the Wicked Witch of the West should be. She is porcelain. Her fingers are very fragile, breakable. I was told that, so I've been very careful. And I bought her this huge display box to keep the dust off her. And her costume is perfect. Look at the hat. She's got a little bun under there, like a realistic sized bun. She's got the lacing. She's just wonderful. Yes, she was one of my most expensive ones as well. Her and Glinda, they were both about $120. And above, for contrast, my Rose Barbie. And she even smelled of roses when I unboxed her. I mean, when I took her out of the parcel. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that red. Red is one of my favorite colors. Red, forest green, and gold are my favorite colors. What lovely reddish brown hair. I feel bad moving on so quickly, but this video is being very long already. I got Gloria Estefan back here new from Walmart because she's still on the shelf and I could get her reasonable for what she is. And she is, I mean, I can't show you much closer than that. She's very detailed. And I like her outfit. Like I just do. And her face is very realistic too. My Japanese, 1995. Love her. I had an Oriental Barbie. She was called Oriental Barbie as a child who had this same face mold, so that's why I was drawn to this one. She was also one of my favorite dolls because she had such realistic hair and she had such a serene face. And her little bangs. She was the only doll I had with bangs, I believe. And look at that pretty pink kimono. So nice. And this one was a special treat as well. My marzipan ballerina from the Nutcracker. My parents used to take me to see the Nutcracker when I was a kid. We'd go to the ballet and Dad would take me down to the orchestra pit to show me the instruments and the musicians. And so I'd get a closer look at the harp. Those are special memories. So this is like a Christmas one for me. And she's also the first one I got who has real eyelashes. She's just beautiful, and she did smell kind of almondy. Look at the glitter, and what a beautiful ballet outfit. And she does have, you can't really see from this angle, but she does have sweet, delicate little, well, there they are, ballet slipper feet. Her date is 1998. And this one is my first actual holiday Barbie. I picked her out of all the years that they've been making holiday Barbies. She's the one I chose. And just making all these decisions has been fun, a fun challenge for me. Like something to do, and I'm going through all of them and deciding. Just the deciding is fun. Which one is my favorite? What do I like? And I like her delicate features and her long hair, and I love the silver dress. I would wear that if I had a suitable occasion. I also like the display box, that it's rounded and you can see her from the sides. Yeah, so that's the holiday Barbie I chose first and foremost. I don't know if I will get any other holiday Barbies. There's a couple others I like, but for now, one's enough. I have 3 Christmas themed dolls altogether, so including the Nutcracker and her, and there's one other, which I'll get to. So my Princess of the Nile, because I have an interest in ancient Egypt and all ancient cultures. But, you know, anthropology is another interest of mine. And she has a lovely display box. There's a couple other historic princesses I'd like to get. I'd like to get the Cambodia one. Yeah, the Princess of Cambodia. And the Princess of medieval France I'd like to have. And my one and only Coca-Cola Barbie that I have, she also came in an open box, which I covered with plastic film from 1996. And I love her because it's a historic, it's Edwardian. Look at her pose. She's sort of relaxing, reclining, all casual, and kind of come hither in a way. And I also like her bangs and her updo. Look at her little glass. It's a really pretty little glass. Oops, it's hard to get that to focus. And another pilot. Woo! I love this pilot outfit she's got. This is the Bessie Coleman Inspiring Women Barbie. And she has also a very realistic face and hairdo. Not too much hair. And a cool, neato little hat. It's too bad they didn't do a proper, what do you call the neck scarf? Like a jabot or not a cravat, I don't know, but they should have at least done the pin. It wouldn't have been hard to put a pin in there. But oh well. I like her outfit. Look at that. It's twill. Khaki twill. And tall boots. Up here. Whee! Up here. Look up. Way up. Woohoo! My Victorian, the front window Barbie. That's what she's called. And she is a feminist history Barbie because what she's posting is a poster to a women's lib meeting. So she runs a shop as well. I also ran a home-based sewing business, so I can associate to the woman entrepreneur theme. And I love this beautiful, symmetrical Victorian dress. And of course I love the CEO Barbie face. These are my favorite face sculpt. Yeah, so pretty. I also have, this is my other, oh yeah, I have 4 Christmas Barbies. Okay, so this is a Christmas angel. I went through all the angels. So I went through all the fairies and I went through all the angels. And this was the angel that I picked because she reminds me of Renaissance painting. I also really like her hair color. Is that focused? She's way up high, it's hard to hold the camera steady. So that one is from 2000. So that's all the dolls that I have out on display. Oh, except for the one in the kitchen. This is my kitchen doll. I bought her thinking she was a mom and that that was her daughter and that she was a housefrau, you know, with her apron and cooking for her little girl, but turns out that's her little sister. Well, go figure. But to me, it's a mother and daughter, and she's being a mom and cooking and making cookies and stuff. So she's in the kitchen. That's all the dolls I have on display. But I do have a few more tucked away. One of them, sadly, well, she was mildewy and I was cleaning her up. And I had learned that Windex works really well to get the mold spots off the boxes. So you can just wipe right over the paper and everything. There's like a plastic film, some kind of glaze on the outside of the plastic that protects the paper from getting wet. But if you just spray some window cleaner on a paper towel and run it over the box, you can clean whatever gunge is on the outside of the box off. So I decided to wipe her face with that. Don't do that. There's acetone in some window cleaners, and that's going to take the face paint off. So that's why my Christmas morning doll is tucked away in the closet. And this is the bottom of my wardrobe, and this is where I keep... Poor girl. She's blind. But I got her because she reminds me of my daughter. All excited on Christmas morning, and she even wears that kind of pajamas. So this is what happened to her face. She used to have beautiful green eyes. I'm real sad that that happened. So I am going to try getting into Barbie face painting and see if I can't fix that. I got some Mod Podge, and I've got all the different colors that I might need. I've got green, brown, black, white, blue, red. What else do I have? Oh, might as well, while I'm here, show you. These are the only two original toy Barbies that I played with as a child that I still have, and that's her original box for India Barbie. Scottish Barbie's box got cut up so that I could use all the cutouts that it comes with. They got all this stuff on the side. I cut all that stuff out for Scottish, but I didn't for India. And these, oops, her hat fell off. These were probably my two favorites because they're the ones I kept. But I wish I had kept more. I really do. But because they had PVC legs, some of them, and they were stored in less than ideal conditions, of them melted and stuck to their clothes, and it was a mess. And when that stuff gets hot and starts to sweat, you can't clean it off, and so they got chucked, sadly. I have thought about replacing my dolls from childhood, but I don't think that's the direction I want to go. I want to buy the dolls that I want as an adult. I don't want to relive my childhood. I don't want to replace everything that was thrown away, which seems weird because usually I do want to replace the things that were taken away, but in this case, I want to go, what do I want now? You know, what do I like now? What aspects of myself do I want to bring out? So it's like a self-exploration, you know. Eleanor here, chilling on her couch with 4 hunks around and one different version of herself. She's me, chilling. There is one more corner of my house that I forgot to film. Over here by my sewing machine and the window. First off, I have, she's called American Indian Barbie. Of course, we don't say Indian anymore unless you are First Nations. They call themselves Indians. Anyway, she is a real mom, Barbie. See? She's a mom. She's got her little baby boy. And I like her. That's why I got her, of course. I like her because she's wearing buckskin with fringes. And she's from my era. She is my representative for hunter-gatherer societies, which we all came from. And she's also part of the series with my Pilgrim Barbie. Yeah, and over here in the corner, being very busy and industrious, she is the wheelchair fashionista Barbie, and I call her Chrissy. There she is. Oops. Uh-oh. Yeah. Their little sewing studio. And that's it.